Welcome to the basics of black holes. While we gaze at the stars, a massive entity occupies 85% of the universe, hidden forever from our human eyes and telescopes alike. This is a giant cosmic spiderweb, a mysterious scaffolding that silently shapes and prevents the galaxies from tearing apart into the cold, empty void. There is a strange imbalance in the universe. The light we see does not match the gravity we feel, suggesting something huge is missing. It is an invisible ghost, a shadow within the light, holding the destiny of billions of galaxies in its silent, powerful, and mysterious gravitational grip. Imagine a force that cannot be seen or touched, yet it dictates the movement of every star and every planet across the vast observable universe. Today, we embark on a journey to find the invisible, to understand the ghost of the cosmos that science calls the elusive and strange dark matter. To see the invisible, we must first look at the gaps in our knowledge, the places where gravity behaves in ways we cannot easily explain. Our story begins with the realization that the universe we know is only a small fraction of the reality that actually exists around our planet. Newton and Einstein gave us the rules of gravity, but they never imagined that most of the weight in the universe would be completely invisible. The hunt for dark matter is the greatest detective story in history, spanning decades and involving the most brilliant minds our world has ever known. As we observe the outer edges of galaxies, we find they are spinning far too fast to stay together without some extra, invisible glue holding them. This glue is not made of atoms, nor does it emit light, heat, or radio waves, making it a perfect phantom in the deep cosmic night. Without this phantom, the Milky Way would have disintegrated long ago, scattering its suns and planets like dust in a violent, interstellar hurricane wind. We are searching for the foundation of our house, the hidden beams and pillars that support everything we see when we look up at night. To understand the vastness of the cosmos, we must look into the darkness, where the real power of the universe lies hidden in plain sight. Every atom in your body, every star in the sky, is just a passenger on a dark matter ship, sailing through an infinite, invisible ocean. We feel its gravity, we see its effects on the light of distant suns, yet the substance itself remains the universe's most guarded, secret treasure. The story of dark matter is a story of human persistence, of looking at the void, and realizing that the void is actually full of life. As we stand on the edge of discovery, we must ask, what is this ghost made of, and why does it refuse to show its face? Time and space are dictated by this substance, moving the pieces of the cosmic puzzle in a way that suggests a grand, invisible architectural design. Just as wind is revealed by the swaying of trees, dark matter is revealed by the motion of the stars it carries through the void. It is the bridge between the Big Bang and the current state of the universe, the reason why gravity could win over the initial explosion. Let us journey back in time to meet the pioneers who first suspected that the universe was hiding a massive, dark, and heavy secret from us. Our journey begins in 1933 with Fritz Zwicky, a brilliant but eccentric Swiss astronomer who noticed something very wrong with the movement of galaxies. Zwicky was observing the Coma Cluster, a group of thousands of galaxies moving together through space at incredibly high and seemingly impossible, fast speeds. According to the amount of visible stars, these galaxies should have flown apart, yet they stayed clumped together as if by some invisible, powerful magnetism. He called it Dunkel Materie, or dark matter, estimating that there must be 400 times more mass than what we could actually see there. At the time, the scientific community ignored him, thinking his measurements were wrong or that he was simply being too imaginative with his cosmic theories. 40 years later, in the 1970s, another pioneer named Vera Rubin decided to look closer at the rotation of individual spiral galaxies like our own. Working with Kent Ford, she measured the speed of stars at the edges of galaxies, expecting them to move slower than those near the center. To her surprise, the stars at the very edge were moving just as fast as those near the middle, defying the laws of orbital physics. It was like a merry-go-round, spinning so fast that children should fly off, yet they are held in place by an invisible, unbreakable tethering force. Rubin's data was undeniable. Galaxies are surrounded by a massive halo of matter that we cannot see, providing the extra gravity needed for stability. This discovery transformed dark matter from a wild guess into a central pillar of modern physics, forever changing our understanding of the cosmic structure. We realize that the stars we see are just like the foam on the crest of a deep, dark, and powerful ocean wave of matter. Every galaxy we observe is essentially a guest inside a much larger cloud of dark matter, which acts as its gravitational host and protector. The evidence was stacking up, but the mystery only grew deeper as scientists asked, what could this stuff actually be if it isn't atoms? It does not interact with electromagnetic radiation, meaning light passes straight through it, as if there were nothing there at all to stop it. Imagine living in a city where you can only see the streetlights, but the buildings, the people, and the roads are all completely invisible shadows. That is our universe, a collection of light-emitting objects floating in a sea of invisible, heavy, and silent substance that we cannot yet identify. By the late 20th century, the search was on in earnest, with teams around the world trying to prove Zwicky and Rubin right or wrong. The results were always the same. There is more out there than meets the eye. A lot more, and it is holding everything together tightly. Dark matter doesn't just hold things together, it bends the very path of light, acting like a giant lens in the middle of deep space. We cannot see the fan, but we see the papers flying. We cannot see dark matter, but we see the galaxies spinning at impossible speeds. This was the era of frustration and excitement, as the invisible ghost of the universe began to take a solid shape in our scientific theories. The public began to hear about this mystery, a dark secret that suggested our understanding of the universe was only 5% complete at best. It felt like walking through a forest at night, hearing the branches snap, knowing someone is there, but never being able to see their face. The gaps in our knowledge were wide, but they were the keys to unlocking the greatest mystery that the cosmos has ever presented to mankind. Every calculation confirmed it. Every telescope validated it. The universe is dark, and we are just the small, glowing sparks within that vast darkness. As the sun sets on our old theories, a new dawn of dark matter research begins, leading us into the very structure of the cosmic web. Without dark matter, the early universe would have expanded too fast for gravity to ever pull the first stars and galaxies together into their shapes. It was the catalyst, the seed that allowed the visible world to grow, providing the gravity necessary to win the tug of war against cosmic expansion itself. Now, let us look at the structure of this web, the grand design that connects every corner of the universe in a giant, invisible cosmic network. This is the large-scale structure of the universe, a magnificent network of dark matter filaments that serves as the foundation for all existence in space. In between these threads lie the voids, massive regions of nothingness where neither stars nor dark matter reside, creating a sponge-like appearance in space. Galaxies are not scattered randomly. They congregate at the nodes, the points where these invisible filaments meet and pool their immense, crushing gravitational power. Think of dark matter as the highway system of the universe, guiding the flow of gas and stars into the massive cosmic cities we call galaxies. We can see these highways through gravitational lensing, where the mass of dark matter acts like a magnifying glass, bending the light from distant stars. When we see these arcs of light, we are seeing the signature of a ghost, a physical map of where the dark matter is actually hidden. Missions like the Euclid Telescope and James Webb are currently mapping this web in unprecedented detail, revealing the true face of our dark, heavy universe. In the early universe, dark matter was the first to clump together, creating the gravitational wells that would eventually trap the normal matter we are made of. Without dark matter, the universe would be a smooth, boring soup of gas, with no stars, no planets, and no chance for life to ever evolve. It is the master weaver, the silent architect that spent billions of years building the stage upon which the entire history of the world now plays. We see this in the bullet cluster, where dark matter and normal matter separated during a collision, proving that dark matter is a distinct, physical substance. This map shows that for every gram of atoms in your body, there is 5 times more dark matter somewhere out there in the cold space. It is a living structure, a dynamic network that continues to grow and evolve as gravity pulls more and more matter into its deep dark clutches. Every time we look deeper into space, we find more evidence of this invisible skeleton, supporting the muscles and skin of the visible, bright universe. We are part of this web. Our sun is being pulled by it right now, as we speak, moving through the galaxy in a dark matter river. Even our closest neighbors, the Magellanic Clouds, are dancing to the tune of dark matter's gravity, tied to our galaxy by invisible, ancient, and heavy strings. It is the ultimate scaffolding, the frame of a house that was built before the bricks were even made, waiting for matter to fill the spaces. It is the invisible hand that keeps the galaxies from flying apart, the silent guardian of the cosmic order that we are only just beginning to see. Each galaxy is like a candle being carried through a dark house, revealing only a tiny part of the room, while the rest remains hidden in shadows. We are studying the ripples to understand the water, trying to calculate the depth and the flow of an ocean that we can never truly touch. There is a strange biological quality to this network, as if the universe itself is a giant organism held together by these dark, massive, neural pathways. Our science is that laser beam, cutting through the darkness to show us the beautiful, complex architecture that has been there since the beginning of time. But what are these threads made of? To answer that, we must shrink down from the scale of galaxies to the scale of the smallest particles. We call them WIMPs, weakly interacting massive particles, and they are the primary candidates for the mysterious, invisible weight that dominates our entire universe today. Billions of these particles are passing through your body right now, every second, without hitting a single atom or leaving any trace of their passage. To catch them, we must build traps deep underground, away from the noisy radiation of the sun, in the most silent places on our entire planet. At the Large Hadron Collider, we smash atoms together, hoping to recreate the conditions of the Big Bang and catch a glimpse of a dark particle. We look for missing energy in these explosions, a sign that a dark matter particle was created and escaped the detector without being seen or recorded. So far, the detectors have remained silent, and the machines have found nothing, leaving us with a mystery that refuses to be solved or identified. Underground, in the Gran Sasso Laboratory in Italy, or the LZ experiment in South Dakota, the wait for a single, tiny dark matter hit continues. These are the quietest places in the universe, where even the slightest vibration is recorded, yet the dark matter phantom remains elusive and completely silent. It is a humbling thought. We are walking through a blizzard of dark matter every day, but we are essentially ghosts to them, and they to us. Some think it is the axion, particle so light and wave-like that it behaves more like a field of energy than a solid piece of matter. As we continue the hunt, we must realize that dark matter is only one half of the dark universe, and the other half is even stranger. Enter dark energy, the mysterious force that is pushing the universe apart, even as dark matter tries to pull it all together into a tight ball. If dark matter is the glue, dark energy is the expander, a cosmic repulsion that makes up 68% of everything that exists in our universe. Because of dark energy, the universe is not just expanding, it is accelerating, moving galaxies away from us faster and faster as every single second passes. One day, in the distant future, dark energy will have pushed every other galaxy so far away that our night sky will be completely and utterly black. This is the budget of the cosmos: 5% atoms, 27% dark matter, and 68% dark energy. We are the smallest piece of reality. Everything we have ever seen, every person who ever lived, every planet and star, is just a tiny 5% minority in a dark, dark universe. The fate of the universe depends on who wins this battle, the pull of dark matter or the relentless, pushing drive of the mysterious dark energy. If dark matter wins, the universe might eventually collapse back into itself in a big crunch, ending all of time and space in a final explosion. But if dark energy wins, as it seems to be doing now, the universe will end in a big freeze, a cold and lonely infinite darkness forever. We are living in the golden age of the universe, where the balance between these two forces allows for the existence of stars, light, and life. We should cherish this light, for we are the observers of a cosmic struggle that has been going on for over 13 billion years and more. But what if we are wrong about everything? What if there is no dark matter, and our understanding of gravity is simply incomplete or fundamentally broken? This is the idea behind modified Newtonian dynamics, the theory that gravity works differently over long distances than it does here on our small, local Earth. By changing the math of Einstein and Newton, some scientists believe they can explain the rotation of galaxies without inventing a new, invisible, and ghostly particle. Another theory suggests that dark matter is actually millions of small, primordial black holes created in the first second after the universe was born in fire. The debate is fierce, as the stakes are nothing less than the fundamental laws of physics that govern every single movement in our entire observable reality. If Mond is right, we don't need a new particle. We need a new way of thinking about how the universe pulls itself together over vast distances. Every new piece of data from our telescopes puts these theories to the test, pushing us closer to a revolutionary breakthrough in our human understanding of space. Whether it's a particle or a law of physics, the dark part of the universe is clearly trying to tell us something very important about existence. We are like children trying to understand how a watch works by only looking at the hands, never seeing the complex gears moving behind the face. But that curiosity is what makes us human. We refuse to accept the mystery. We want to see the gears. We want to know the truth. Perhaps the answer lies in the unification of gravity and quantum mechanics, a theory of everything that finally explains why the universe is so heavy and dark. Until that day, we continue to look, to listen, and to build even larger machines to catch the ghost that has been haunting our sky forever. We are made of 5% matter, but we are the only part of the universe that can actually think about the other 95%. From the first telescopes of Galileo to the giant detectors of today, our quest remains the same, to find our place in the cosmic story. Our home is a bright island in a dark ocean, a fragile and beautiful place that exists only because of the invisible forces that surround it. As we watch the sunset, we can feel the weight of the universe above us, a silent and invisible presence that gives us a home to exist. Dark matter may be a ghost, but it is a friendly one. It is the reason we are here. It is the reason we can dream. The truth about dark matter is still waiting to be fully discovered, hidden somewhere in the deep, silent, and beautiful darkness of the great cosmic night. We will find it. We will understand it. And when we do, we will finally see the true face of the universe for the very first time. The invisible is not the impossible. It is simply the next chapter in our journey to the stars. The light of discovery is coming soon. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose. Even the darkness has a story to tell if we are brave enough to listen to its silent voice. We are the 5% that seeks to know the rest. We are the consciousness of the cosmos, reaching out into the dark to find ourselves. Keep looking up. Keep asking why, because the most important things in life are often the ones that your eyes can never truly see at all. In the end, dark matter reminds us that we are part of something much larger, much older, and much more mysterious than we could ever imagine. The ghost is there. The bridge is built. Now, all we have to do is take the next step into the dark and see what we find. Look at the bullet cluster, where dark matter was seen directly through its gravitational effect, independent of the luminous gas we normally see. Like the glowing plankton in a dark sea, galaxies only reveal a small portion of the vast, hidden structures that inhabit the cosmic depths. Our detectors must be cooled to nearly absolute zero, creating a frozen silence where even the tiniest nudge from a dark particle can be heard. In the beginning, dark matter acted as the universal nursery, creating the gravity wells where the first stars were born from primordial gas clouds. We use supercomputers to simulate entire universes, seeing if dark matter models can recreate the complex shapes we see through our powerful telescopes today. Gravity is the only language dark matter speaks, and through that language, it tells us where it lives and how much it weighs. The universe keeps perfect time, its motions dictated by a mass we can't see, operating with a precision that demands an invisible explanation. Each galaxy follows a path laid out by dark matter, traveling along invisible rails through the immense and empty desert of the intergalactic void. We go deeper into the earth to find the truth of the heavens, searching in the silence of minds for the ghosts of the stars. Light is useless for seeing dark matter. It is a substance that lives outside the realm of optics, existing in a purely gravitational world. Beneath the beautiful colors of the nebulae lies the dark, cold structure that gives them life, a skeleton of matter we are trying to map. When we look at the empty space between stars, we are actually looking at a dense forest of dark matter that we cannot perceive. The next generation of physicists will likely be the ones to finally solve this puzzle, using tools and ideas we haven't even imagined yet. We are sentinels on the edge of the unknown, watching the darkness for any sign that the ghost of the universe is ready to speak. Just because we can't see the wind doesn't mean it isn't there. Just because we can't see dark matter doesn't mean it doesn't rule. If we could harness even a fraction of the energy in the dark sector, it would change our civilization forever, opening doors to the stars. We stand on a small rock, looking out at a dark ocean, trying to understand the currents that move the islands of light we see. Gravitational lensing is our most powerful tool, allowing us to see the invisible by watching how it bends the light of the visible world. Technology is catching up to the mystery, and soon the darkness will have no place left to hide from our prying, scientific, human eyes. The universe is a giant computer, and dark matter is the operating system that runs the background processes we never usually think about or see. In the hearts of galaxy clusters, dark matter is so dense that it dictates the very life and death of every star within its reach. We are never truly alone. We are always surrounded by the silent, heavy presence of the dark universe, even in our most private, quiet moments. The boundary between the known and the unknown is where the most exciting discoveries are made, right at the edge of the dark matter veil. Every night, we open our eyes to the sky, hoping to catch a glimpse of the truth that has been hiding in plain sight forever. The speed of the stars is the testament to the power of the dark, a constant reminder that we only see a tiny fraction. From the smallest atom to the largest galaxy, dark matter's influence is felt everywhere, a silent thread that binds the entire cosmos into one. Even our future homes among the stars will be built within the same dark matter scaffolding that supports our own Milky Way galaxy right now. The photon travels for billions of years, only to be bent at the last second by a ghost it can't even see or interact with. When the universe was just a baby, dark matter was already working, setting the stage for the light to eventually follow and populate the void. We are the treasure found in the dark, the small amount of visible matter that has been lucky enough to find a home in space. Time is the only thing dark matter cannot hide from us, as we see its effects grow and change over the history of the universe. Mapping the dark is the first step to conquering it, turning the unknown into a known part of our expanding human maps of reality. We are voyagers on a dark matter sea, sailing toward a horizon that is always moving further away as the universe continues its rapid expansion. Every collision is a chance to find the secret, a moment where the invisible might finally be forced to show its face to our machines. The math doesn't lie, but it does lead us to strange places, where matter is dark and energy is pushing everything apart at the seams. It is a lonely search, but one that connects us to the very beginning of everything that ever was or ever will be in space. Even the light has gaps, small hints that there is more to the story than just what we can see with our limited human senses. Our ancestors looked at the stars and saw gods. We look at the stars and see the evidence of a dark, heavy, and silent universe. The silence is the most frustrating part, but in science, even silence is a piece of data that helps us narrow down the truth. If every grain is a galaxy, then the desert itself is the dark matter that holds them all in place and gives them a floor. The patterns of the small are reflected in the patterns of the large, a fractal universe held together by a dark and mysterious heavy force. We are getting closer every day, as our technology improves and our understanding of the fundamental laws of physics grows deeper and more complete. We are the universe looking at itself, trying to understand the 95% of our own body that we cannot see or touch directly. There are mountains of dark matter in the sky, and our galaxy is just a small sled sliding down their massive, invisible, and heavy slopes. The history of the moon, the earth, and the sun is all written in the gravitational field of the dark matter that made them possible. One day, a screen will flicker, a number will change, and the ghost of the universe will finally be caught in our human-made traps. The universe is crystallizing around these dark seeds, forming the beautiful and complex reality that we are lucky enough to inhabit and observe today. Humanity's greatest machines are built to find things we can't see, a testament to our desire to know everything about the world we live in. Even the most violent events in the universe are governed by the quiet, heavy, and invisible presence of the dark matter that surrounds them. The same physics that works in your glass of water works on the scale of the entire universe, connecting the small to the very large. We are a global team of seekers, united by our curiosity and our need to understand the dark secret that the universe is keeping from us. Every photon we catch is a messenger from the past, carrying news of a universe that was built by dark matter and moved by energy. We are small, but our reach is long, and our minds are capable of seeing the invisible if we only have the courage to keep looking. The truth is out there, hidden in the gaps between the stars, waiting for the right moment to finally reveal itself to the world. We are created from a mere 5% of matter, yet it is that 85% shadow that provides us with a home to exist. Dark matter might be invisible, but it stands as a profound testament to the fact that the most important things are often unseen by eyes. For centuries, we have looked at the light, but only recently have we begun to understand the power and the purpose of the dark void. As the sun dips below the horizon, we are reminded that our world is just a small spark in a vast, dark, and interconnected cosmic sea. This invisible ghost is the silent partner of our existence, the architect of our reality, and the guardian of every star in the sky above. We continue to build our bridges of knowledge across the dark abyss, searching for the final answers to the universe's most ancient and heavy secrets. The curiosity of a child is the engine of our discovery, pushing us to ask the hard questions about what lies beyond our limited human vision. Every star we see is held in its place by a hand we cannot touch, a gravity we cannot explain, and a matter we cannot identify. The story of dark matter is still being written, and each of us is a character in this grand, unfolding drama of the silent, heavy universe. The truth is out there, waiting for the light of reason to finally illuminate the shadows and reveal the beautiful, hidden face of the cosmos. Keep looking up, for the universe is far greater than it appears, and the darkness is just another way for the light to shine through.